WiserRobo can be thought of as a library of financial questions and answers. Let's take a look at a concrete example related to budgeting. Here we're looking at two sample accounts that are available for everyone. Let's switch to the Q&A tab. We can use search criteria, in this case, to search for budget as a keyword. We've found the really simple budget, which we cover in some detail in a recent blog article. We can pin it to our favorites, making it easy to run again in the future. Let's run the answer. In this case, we can create a new budget, or if we have an existing one, track against it. Let's take a quick look at what goes into creating a new budget. We start by applying some basic settings. We can define a time range for the budget, a name. Next, we establish a monthly income target. Existing transactions can lead to a starting suggestion. Next, we establish a monthly recurring expense amount. Existing transactions offer clues to what you might expect to spend on things like car payments, rent, and so on. Click on a category to see what transactions are included under it. Here we saw how childcare amounts have changed recently, and we can override with the amount we expect going forward. Next, we establish a monthly non-recurring expense target. The other category reveals some unusual transactions. We might account for these using virtual accounts, but regardless, it's not a bad idea to have some buffer. But the amount suggested might be too much here, so we adjust it. Another thing we can do is automatically move a category to become a virtual account. More on that in a second. We do that by clicking the green arrows. We might fine-tune some category amounts, which in turn adjust the bottom line. We can even adjust the bottom line directly too. Next, we can establish virtual accounts. These are savings buckets that are treated as monthly commitments. We'll offer up more explanation in upcoming blog articles. We can allocate a portion of our positive account balance towards a starting balance on our virtual account categories. At the end of the setup process, we're presented with a summary, a set of targets that show monthly as well as longer-term targets. Let's return to the start and use a budget we've already saved. We'll select it and then track our current activity against it. We can see high-level information about our budget. And our familiar sections for income, expenses, and savings are available with details. Charts here show recent performance, with the budget target line in orange. Click on the chart to interact with it. Progress within the current month projects out to high and low estimates. Let's return to the current month summary. The excess shortfall amount is negative 5712. Let's click on it to get more rationale for this figure. This is a dense report that shows recent progress with all major categories. Notice how we can interact with the chart to highlight values of interest. This has been a very quick preview. Watch for more demos and articles to dive deeper into this very useful answer. Let's take a look at another example related to investing. This is an answer that shows overall portfolio performance over time. We can adjust report parameters and the resulting chart changes immediately. In this case, we zoom into performance in 2017. Clicking on the chart to get details, we can see how much cash has been put in or taken out of the accounts, and the cash balance and the total value. Our capital gains are fairly evident in this view, along with points in time when deposits and withdrawals were made. Beyond being interesting, this can tell us about past decision making that might otherwise be based on vague memory.